that's not all. We'll also have the Dwarven Public Quest. Now, the Dwarven Public Quest is not the sort of shameless comic gaggery that we just did for Greenskins. No. This one builds on the actual, idea and concepts interwoven within Warhammer, while still having mindless violence at its core. This is all about a dwarven area. It's got a big dwarf engineer, and he lost his wife, Helga, brave Helga, killed by Greenskins. Who else? And the engineer became so possessed by this that he decided that in her memory he needs to kill as many Greenskins as possible. But he wants to do it in a way that is interesting and useful and shows just how much he loved that wonderful woman. So he went off and he built a gun. Not just any gun, but an enormous rail gun. I mean, this gun is big. Think of the biggest thing you can think of and then scale it up by about 12%. I mean, it's enormous. It's got this big row of cannonballs outside it. Some have got dwarven runes on. One of them's got like a squig herder chained to it, and it's very, very silly. The gun is so big that it fires so far that you can't actually see where it's targeted. There's like an enormous valley, and there's this haze, and so the dwarves are stuck with this problem. They've got this enormous gun, but they've got no way of sighting it. So you wander through the level, or you go over the bridges, and you kill everything, and you push barrels off bridges. They blow things to pieces. Fabulous. You then find your way all the way to the other side through the haze, and then you've got to kill loads and loads of these orcs who have got this enormous boss. This boss is mega hard. He's a rank 40. He's the sort of guy who, if he actually came down off his big mega war perch, he'd slaughter everyone. And there's no way you can kill him. So you wander in there, kill a load of his lads, and then you find these barrels of gunpowder. You collect all those. While you're doing that, he keeps sending down bigger and bigger lads, and you realise sooner or later he's going to come down. And when he comes down, you're all dead. But you've got dwarven technology on your side. Get enough of these barrels, kill enough of these guys, and these dwarven engineers run into the middle of the encampment, and they set up this big signal flare using the rune of accuracy, and it goes whoosh, flies way up into the sky, 40, 50 feet. It then explodes, making this beautiful dwarven rune, perfect in geometric detail, I can tell you. And then if you're way over at Helga, you can see this big rune go bum, and then Helga trundles into life, big operatic movements. It's great. You should actually stay and watch Helga fire. She's marvellous. And then there's this guy called Crossmire. He did all the special effects for Helga. She rocks. And then way over where the rune went up, you hear this whistling. It's sort of like World War II doodlebug thing. You sort of hear this, and then it hits, and an entire mountainside collapses. And I'm talking the cloud of smoke, the rings, it's a tremendous sight to see. And you know what makes you feel proud being a dwarf? I mean, you might be small, you might have a dirty beard, you might have no gold, but by hell, you can blow up half a mountain and drop it on a big orc boss. I mean, how cool's that? So, public quests, they're not just a good idea, they're actually fabulously well realised.
That's it for this month. Stay tuned for more podcasts. See them first in the Warhammer Online Age of Reckoning newsletter.